Man, this thing is. Man, this thing is lagging so hard right now. Lagging so hard right now. Why is this thing lagging? What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? Forgot I didn't have my mic in front of me. Shit. All right, we got mic now. We got mic now. Mike's hot. Mike's hot. All right, all right. What's up, everybody? What y'all doing tonight, man? What we got going on? You know what? Getting started a little early. Getting started a little early. Let's throw some of this stuff away. A little housekeeping. Little housekeeping. Oh, yo, so actually, I stopped by Walmart the other day. I haven't been to Walmart in a long time. I think I go out of my way to like not go to Walmart, and I'll go to Target instead. Even though I'll pass up a Walmart to go to my Target, I'll go to Target instead, like 100% all the time. Unless it's groceries, in which case I'll stop and, I'll stop and buy groceries. But I stopped at Walmart the other day, and I actually hit something, believe it or not. I got graded card sleeves. That's all I was able to hit. There was a ton of hockey. If I knew anything about hockey, that'd be dope. But I don't know shit about hockey. All right, let's see who's in the house. What's up, everybody? The same damn bub. What's up, brother? Please send at least one card to Elite Card Grading. New small growing business. You can probably find some reviews on YouTube. Sleeper competitor. Okay. Elite Card Grading. The thing about trying out new card grading companies that I'm having an issue with is, trying out these new companies, which I don't mind trying out new companies. My thing is that in order for me to deviate from a company that I think is already doing a pretty good job in SGC, there has to be something extra. There has to be something that they are doing that nobody else is doing, right? A differentiator, right? In my opinion, HGA was the first one to offer the color coordinated slabs with the labels and the, all that stuff. So, obviously I tried them out, and then, TGT doing the kind of the report card or the database with all the information on the card grade and all that stuff. So I'll check them out, though. I'll see what they're about. Global Sports Card Investors. What's happening, brother? Me and the family are doing well. Thank you for asking. BillyOcean.com. What's up? Jenks, what's up? Richard Turner. How's it going, my man? I'm doing well over here. Elong, what's up, bud? Oh, this is an awesome name. TTLA Frank LaFranc. I hope I got that right. I think I did. TTLA. TTL. Talk to you later. I don't know. LaFranc. LaFranc. What's up, man? SJ Wilson, what up? Jenks, I did my first sub ever today, and it went to SGC. Sending it out tomorrow, my man. Good luck on your subs, brother. I hope you sent some dope stuff, and I hope you get some good grades, man. David Spar, what's up? Global Sports says it's lunchtime over there. Lunchtime. You gotta be in Asia Pac somewhere or in Australia, I would imagine. Finally made it to a live stream. What's up, my man? James Mann in the house from Australia. Where are you from in Australia, James? Been there a couple times. I gotta say, although I love the takes on your last video, I cannot imagine PSA eventually not being under $75 a card. I don't think they would give up market share and not want to grade low-end cards. So I agree with you that I don't think that they don't want to grade low-end cards, because if that was the case, then they wouldn't be doing the registry, right? So the registry is what allows you to put sets together and all that good stuff. So I agree with you there. I think they still want to continue to grade low-end cards. However, the market, once you let the market get high like it is right now, it's really tough for companies to let go of that profit margin. So I think at $75 a card is going to be tough. I don't think they'll ever stay that high, but you best believe that PSA is not going to touch anywhere near below $30 a card if SGC continues to stay at $30 a card. Their hubris won't allow it, right? Their ego won't allow it, I don't think, in my opinion. So that's my thoughts. LaFranc says, I have a question. I have a Patrick Mahomes rookie card auto red zone short print. Who would you let grade it? That's a good question, Mr. LaFranc. It depends on what you want to do with it, right? Obviously, big monster card like that, if you're looking for the highest value and you're looking for, you don't mind waiting 6 months, 2 or 3 months, or you don't mind spending $300. See, a card like that, that's a pretty monster card. That's a pretty monster card. It's worth probably in the thousands, I would imagine. So spending $300 on it for an express service is well worth it. Okay, because if it grades out a 10, then you're talking about probably in the 5 figures for that card, maybe high 4 figures for that card. It's worth it to send it to PSA if your intention is to resell. If you ever want to resell that card, then yeah, stick with it. Man, Mac Jones is killing it out there. I'm just watching the highlights. I'm just getting caught up. But yeah, so, hey man, I would send that to PSA. Sorry guys, y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know where my heart's at. My heart's in SGC and the occasional HGA sub. We'll see what TGT does with these cards that I get back. When I get them back, we'll see what they look like and kind of how they pan out. But it is what it is, man. When it comes to big monster cards like that, I would send it to SGC as well. If you're planning on keeping it and holding on to it for a while, you really don't plan on selling it, it's a great card that you want to hold on to. I still think that their value is not where it should be for modern and ultra modern cards. So for that reason only, I would say PSA has the upper hand on it. But the chances of you sending it to PSA and getting a 10 are tougher and tougher these days. And I really feel like it's not because of the cards. I feel like because they just probably don't have the best graders over there at the moment. That's just my opinion. So congratulations on the card, though, man. That's a monster card to have. Big Ram says he's pumped. He finally caught a live stream. What's up, dude? Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming in. What's up? Like the talks about Fanatics the other day. You had a lot of good points. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. Or Martin Ornelas. I'm assuming that's Hispanic name. Sounds like it. Flippin'. What's up, my dude? SJ Wilson. Walmart has near me has Topps Chrome and WNBA Prism. I did see WNBA Prism. I was a little weirded out about that. Sending 10 cards to SGC tomorrow. Zachary, good evening, sir. So proper, man. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Just submitted my first order to SGC. Man, I'm loving all these first submissions to SGC. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. I hope you get some good grades. What did you send, Zachary? Just out of curiosity. Barnes & Nobles has been much more consistent lately, and if you're clued in on them yet, mostly Panini product. Barnes & Noble? What? I will be visiting my local Barnes & Noble tomorrow. Card Guy 72, what's up, man? 463DP. First time I caught a live stream piece from Big Lake, Alaska. I don't know why, but I'm going to Google that because I think it's probably got some very picturesque stuff, and I was right. Look at that. Big Lake, Alaska. That looks amazing. Big Lake, Alaska. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thank you for joining, man. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing well. Card Guy, thank you. Everybody did. You did, bro. Thanks, sweet. You did. Oh, I'm assuming I got the name right. Lafranc. I speak Spanish, so it's easy for me to pick up like on, French accents and Italian accents and things like that. So usually the Romance languages are all kind of intermingled to some extent. So Australia, Melbourne. Oh, he's from Melbourne. You're from Melbourne. All right. I don't think I made it my way out to Melbourne. I spent time in Gold Coast and Mooloolaba for some time, and then I went to I spent a lot of time in Brisbane, specifically in South Bank, for business. I was there for quite a bit there, and then vacation a couple of times over in Mooloolaba. I love that little town, man. That little place is so dope. Sydney for James, man. I didn't. I jumped the flight in Sydney, so I didn't get an opportunity to really do that here. But pretty dope stuff, man. Please try Ultimate Alpha Extreme Unique Diamond Platinum Martian Grading. What? Oh, I was like, what? Billy got jokes. I'm holding my best stuff for PSA. I'm not selling it anyways. Hey, man, there's a lot of people that are doing that, people that bought cards for the purpose of investments are starting to realize that, hey, I might as well go to SGC and sell them, and even if it's for less, I could still probably make some, that kind of thing. So my man Peter is in the house. What's up, buddy? Guys, I've been butchering Peter's name for like as long as I've known him. I've been calling him Pete, and that's because I used to grow up with a guy named Peter, and I called him Pete. And according to my man Peter over in Australia, that's a very American thing to do, is to give people nicknames without their consent. So we had a good laugh about it. Peter's being a good sport about it. Big Sox fan all my life. Hello Yankees. I like TGT. Classic movie recordings from the vault. Gee, that's a mouthful. Classic video. You do classic movie recordings from the vault. What is that? Let's see. Classic movie recordings from the vault. Classic movie recordings from the vault. Oh man, this is interesting. Classic movie recordings. Oh, you got the Jetsons, bro. You got me. I'm hooked. Forbidden Planet? Planet of the Apes? Interesting. That's pretty cool. Let's see. My PSA bulk number 1 arrived 10/12/20, graded. My next arrived 1/29, still hasn't gone to grading, and I suspect the bulk backlog will be 12 more months. What? I hope not. 463DP. 4C says, Big Lake, Alaska does not suck. It doesn't suck. Guys, I'm going to let y'all know right now, I have a nasty lag between my live stream here. I don't know why. I have to work on getting better at the technical aspect of my streaming. So we'll see. Parabellum finally made it to a stream. What's up, man? What's the graded Matt? SGC is a great company. I'm glad they're getting more love. Yep, I agree, Flippin'. They're getting a lot of love, man. It's pretty dope. I'm very happy to see that with those guys. Very happy to see that. Mick the Middleman is from Brisbane. Very good. Very good. What's up, Ruthie? Welcome. Nick Armstrong, what's up? HGA sub in grading. 5 Tatis Jr. 4 Acuna Jr. 2 bat up, 2 bat down. Okay, so I'm assuming that Acuna has a variation. One where he has a bat up and the other one where he has a bat down. Hey, good luck to you, Nick. I hope you get some pretty good grades there, man. Let me see. What do I got? So I got a lot of stuff here that I need to send out to get graded. And this would be kind of fun to do. Let's see. Let's go through a couple of them because I'm kind of looking for some advice as to what to do. Anybody want a die cut Josh Rosen rookie card? No, that's not a rookie card. Let me see. What do I have here? I got a Sam Darnold second year. LaShawn McCoy, Mecole Hardman is going off. I love that kid. Tyrann Mathieu, Jamal Adams. I got some pretty good stuff here. Anyway, oh, that's probably a monster card now. Mecole Hardman Jr. rookie card, field level silver. That's got to be a beast of a card right there. All right, and that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Oh, I got a DK Metcalf snapshots. But anyway, so I got a box over here of cards that I need to get graded. And I want to run through them because let's see if we can do this. Oh, here we go. Nice. All right. So I have 2 subs out right now. The one that I have out to SGC is strictly a investment sub. Because there's a lot of football stuff. I don't know if you guys watched the video. If you haven't, you can go check it out. It's strictly an investment sub. Natsman says, "What's in the comic holder? What's in the box?" You see that, huh? You see that over there? A little something that Collect 3D Prints is working on. Looking to whip up some stuff. So you guys know. I don't know how much I'm supposed to tell y'all, but I'd rather just ask my brother for forgiveness later. You know, I don't know how much I'm supposed to be talking about this, but screw it. He'll get mad at me later, but he can just be mad at me later. So those of you guys who are familiar with the channel, you're familiar with this is a SGC slab. Here, let's do this. We'll hold off. We got time. We'll go over my stuff. So you guys have seen this, right? Like, I mean, it's all back there, right? It's all the Collect 3D prints. It's all stuff that you can put your slabs in, and do all that stuff. So it's all good stuff, right? You get your cards graded, right? You pump them in these nice cases. They got little kickstands on them, okay? And then you can put them on display. That's what they're for, okay? So same concept, but on a much bigger scale. Now, I don't want to show y'all too much because this is a prototype, but this is CGC graded. It's a holder for your comic books. So this is going to be dope. Just stay tuned. If you haven't already followed Collect 3D Prints on Instagram, do yourself a favor. Jump on over there and follow them. Give them a follow. Because they got some, there's a bunch of stuff coming up. I'm starting to help them a little bit more on the social media side, so you'll see me being a little more active there. But yeah, give it a follow and check it out, man. We got just all kinds of stuff percolating up here in the brain stem. That's going to be going on here within the next couple weeks or whatever. So what's up? What's up, Keelan? What's up, Keelan? Let's see here. What did Ruthie do? Everybody's saying congrats, Ruthie. Finally got a 10 from HGA. I couldn't believe it. What was it on, Ruthie? What was it on? After watching I think it's so funny, man. So many people gave so much crap to HGA about that video that they released about their AI. And like I said in the video, AI is something that I've had my eye on for a long time. It's always been intriguing to me because I think there's like this Hollywood concept, idea of what AI is versus what it really is, and then like the truth of where it's going to go is kind of somewhere in the middle. So I've always been intrigued by it. Just really quick, Jim F. I don't have a Twitter. I would get in trouble on Twitter because I would say a lot of stuff. Anyway, so I've always kind of been interested in AI, and then how it kind of morphed into different things on the internet with facial recognition software and really that type of learning neural networks and things like that. I mean, you can really get into the weeds of it. So I came into that a little bit primed, which is why the idea of what HGA was doing from the beginning was always intriguing to me, right? The fact that AI can be used to grade a card. And it made so much sense because AI from a image processing standpoint was already doing so much. The technology was so advanced that it made sense, right? It made sense that you can take a picture of a card, scan it in various different ways, and use current AI technology as well as some neural network technology and some great coding and things like that, where you can teach a computer how to grade a card. It was something that was very interesting to me. So when they came out with that video and they went super, super technical with the video, I had to Google a couple of things, but for the most part, I understood the concept of what they were doing, right? Because I already had that background where I did my own individual research on my own time about something completely different, where I understood the concepts of AI a little bit. And so it was interesting to watch that. And then what was even more interesting was everybody's reaction, the hobby's reaction, because it was very polarizing. It was either people were like, I don't know what I just watched. This was so crazy that it doesn't make any sense to me and it didn't really help me at all. Or it was, this is foreign to me. Let me Google it. Oh, wow, this is really legit technology. So it was very polarizing, but a lot of people were just like really kind of like, what the hell did I just watch? Who is this lady that just came on the TV or came on the screen and was talking just mumbo jumbo? And so it was kind of one of those things, right? Where it's kind of up and down. I thought the video was amazing. I thought that they went super technical, and Tyler even posted, if you go back and watch that video, Tyler even posted a comment, which I pinned to the top, where he said, yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to really show people, hey, this is not just, some, super high DPI scan where a guy's just sitting there looking at it and then that's it. No, like we have like legitimate AI and legitimate neural network stuff that's happening here. And then he also said that later on they're going to do a much more broader video, sort of a day in the life, come check out our store kind of thing. So I thought it was pretty dope. But one of the things that I said in that video was, I now understand, given what they're doing and given all of the checks that they go through and the different types of coding that they've used in that process, why 10s are so hard to get. They're really hard to get. And that's just it. So, when Ruthie sends her card in there and she gets back a 10, she's ecstatic, right? Because if you understand what that card went through in order to get that 10, then you'll understand how perfect that card is, right? So they've obviously been through some pitfalls over the last couple of weeks, with the fake Mahomes card and then the fake Gretzky, and then there's all kinds of stuff, right? But to me, that's aside from their technology, which is top notch, right? The technology is what they're bringing to the table. All that other stuff, they can hire better experts. They can hire better people for handwriting analysis. They can hire those type of people. Those people, I don't want to say they're a dime a dozen, but there's much more of those people out there than people that can actually write code for a neural network to grade a card. So anyway. That's you're the first person to pronounce my last name the right way. Nice. Well, that's really nice to know. I'm glad that because my last name is kind of weird too, and so I'm always interested when people get it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on HGA and what they're doing right now. So, I wish them the best, man. I'm rooting for them no matter what. I'm rooting for them no matter what. All right. So let's see. How do I want to do this? I think I want to take just a few of these. We'll kind of run through them, and then you guys give me your opinions and thoughts on what I should send next to SGC. So my next sub is gonna be anywhere between 5 or 6 cards or so. We'll run through just a handful of these and see kind of what you guys think. But I have in this box right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I got a stack, and that's a stack of, card saver ones, that we'll kind of take a look at. Let me see. Anyway, let's. I went on quite a rant there for talking about HGA. So let's see. Does your brother have any Star Wars Galaxy doubles for sale? I will ask him, Elove. I'm pretty sure he does. We've kind of talked about the idea of him selling singles. That's something that he's looking into and kind of deciding whether or not he wants to do. So yes, potentially he might have some for sale. But yeah, reach out to us, man. Reach out to us on the Collect 3D Prints Instagram. We'll hit you right back. And I got a couple of Gary Trent Juniors going out to my man here, who hooked me up with that smoking deal on that. Oh, you guys haven't seen that video yet. That video comes out tomorrow. Y'all see that video tomorrow. I went on a bit of just a heads up for tomorrow evening's video, the one that comes released tomorrow at 6:00. I went on a bit of a rant on that video. I went a little harder than I would have liked to, but I started talking about people who tell other people that the cards they're sending off to get graded are a waste of time and a waste of money. And why are you sending that card? You're an idiot for sending that card off and getting it graded. You're the reason why SGC and PSA are all backed up. And it's stupid people like you sending cards like that to get graded that's messing up the hobby. And I went on quite the rant. So I'm giving y'all a heads up for tomorrow's video. When you watch it tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, depending on where you are. It's going to be kind of one of those things. So every 10 gets a gem next to it, because if you don't put anything next to a 9 or 10, that's why I'm asking. Cool. I'm on Instagram. Maybe tomorrow. That's what I'm looking for, Dave. I don't think they fired off a bunch of technical terms, and you could have done it better. And you could have done. I do think they fired off a bunch of technical terms, and could have done a better job explaining it. Yeah, I agree, Craig. I think for the average person, a lot of what they said wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense. The HGA video improved my Scrabble game. That's dope. Hey, man, at least you got something out of it, T, you know? I really like the new grading companies. I hope a few of them stick. We need to have competition, and the big guys need to know that we do have choices. I agree. Dream Collector. I'm probably the only Kiwi in here. I agree, as long as there's a consistent and fair grades. Hoff, where are you from, Hoff? There's a bunch of Australians in here. There's a handful. There's at least 4, I think there's at least 4 of them in here that I know for sure. So what's everyone submitting? Vintage, modern, ultra modern, sport, flipping. I'm about to go through my little stack I got right here. We're going to see what I'm going to submit next. But I really want to go Trae Young, but I also have some. We'll go through them in a second. You guys tell me kind of what you guys are thinking. Send in some Zions. Yeah, I got some Zions, Kenny G. Oh, my brother answered. Is he on here? Is my brother on here? Where you at, son? Or you reached out to us and he answered. Okay, cool. Cool. Hoff is from Auckland. Oh, he's from New Zealand. All right. But I mean, the Aussies love them some cards, man. You guys, do they make Aussie Rules football? I went to a game or a match, I guess, whatever y'all call it, um, of Aussie Rules football. That was like savagery at its finest. Absolutely savage. Those guys. Those guys are serious when it comes to playing their games there. All right. So here we go. We're gonna throw a chunk out at a time. Let's bring this up a little bit. And let's go down a little bit right there. Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because some of these aren't these three right here are not the greatest, and I put them in here, but I don't think I'm gonna send those out just because they're not in the greatest shape. But I'm gonna have to check comps on these because I think they may have gone up, and actually I think I might just wait until Trey does a little bit better. So we'll see. This one is probably one of my favorite cards, Hakeem Olajuwon. This is that die cut thing, so that's a potential. LaMelo, that's his rookie sticker. I'm gonna hold on to that one for a little bit longer. I already sent off a couple of Carmelo rookies. Penny Hardaway sticker, I already sent off some of those, so those are good. I already sent off some of those, so those are good. This prestigious picks. This is a DeAndre Hopkins rookie card. DeAndre Hopkins broke my heart when he left and went to go play with Kyler Murray, which I don't know. Bobo, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I don't want to send vintage over there, but so I have a couple of DeAndre Hopkins rookies that I kind of want to send off. Craig, send me a message on Instagram. I will definitely move a couple of those Mellows if you're interested. We're not going to do any vintage for right now. So here is this Zion sticker that I've been sitting on for a while. It's a good card. Those of you that follow the channel, y'all know that my stickers are they're really hard to keep in good condition. This one is probably the best one that I have, and it's also the silver foil sticker. So, and it's decent centering. The corners aren't that bad. It's in good shape. So this one's probably going to be a potential. There's some Shaq, Doo-Doo Browns. These stickers, I like them because they got Kobe, like young Kobe, in here. But I think we'll put those to the side. I'm not really into sending any vintage right now. I have a lot of vintage that I sent off already. So here's some more of. Now, you guys have heard me talk about this particular card before. Jordan, Hardaway, Kemp. I mean, if that does not personify 90s basketball, I don't know what does. But this one was also dope too because it's I believe it's Kobe when he got drafted. What was this? 96? Yeah. So this is Kobe when he got drafted, but this is the gold parallel of that card, which I think is pretty dope. I like it. This is one of my favorite Upper Deck cards, obviously for obvious reasons, right? I mean, it's got my holy trinity without Olajuwon. If this was a 4-piece card and it had Olajuwon in it, I mean, this would just be my childhood in basketball in one card, which, would just be dope. I don't know if I want to send these off right now. Like I said, I want to send off some more modern stuff, but we'll see. Now, here's where we get into some of these, the ones that I really do want to send. I think this is kind of the tail end of what I did want to send in, of what I really did want to send in. Some modern stuff. So this one we'll put down. So starting off with this Trae Young, these two here, Trae Young rookie cards are in really good shape. Again, Trae Young just continues to go up and up and up, and I think he's going to have another run like he did last year. So these are definitely in the running. As always, Luka. Both of these I cracked out of PSA 7 sleeves, or PSA 7. They were originally PSA 7s. I cracked them. We'll see. I really do want to send these off because the last one that I sent off was terrible. It had a big old bend in it, and I didn't even realize it. So I definitely want to send these off. We'll see about that. There's a Zion that I pulled from that Chase My Cards. So that one was dope. There's another Trae Young rookie prominence. The only thing I don't like about this one, it doesn't have the little rookie card shield on it. We'll see kind of what's up with that. This one too. This was a rookie card, but it's a silver freshman phenoms. I think it'll do well. It's in pretty good shape. I don't want to send any vintage, but these Jordan stickers are super dope. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do vintage. This is one of my favorite Zion cards that I have. Contenders lottery ticket. Super sparkly, super shiny. Just a beautiful card. And then a LeBron James. I'm not a big fan of LeBron. Y'all know this. However, from an investment standpoint, I did buy up a handful of these. Purple. I did pretty well on the ones that I sold off, and then I kept this one because it was the best one out of all of them. Figured I'd send it off to get graded. And then I pulled this one right here on the channel. I guess my favorite thing to do is to buy a box, pull it on the channel, pull a monster like this on. I mean, this isn't a monster. I'm not going to sit here and call it a monster, but it's a really good card. And then send it off to get graded. Hopefully get a good grade on it. So I think that's kind of the biggest cards that I have for consideration. The rest of them are like super vintage stuff, like this. Oh, what am I doing that? Like that one here. I mean, that's just kind of like a PC type thing. You guys are all familiar with that card there. Does everybody know the history of this card? Y'all know why this card is like super creepy? Does everybody know? No? Maybe so? I keep forgetting there's a lag on this. Oh, okay. Well, that just ruined any chance I had at a PSA 10 or a SGC 10. You guys know what's up with this card. I know there's a lot of you that know what's up with this card. Look at those two guys right there. Straight killers. I mean, the real creepy thing about that, right, is that this was actually captured, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the thing goes that they killed their parents, right? Stole the credit card, bought courtside tickets, and that's the game. That's the game that they bought courtside tickets to after they killed their parents, stole their credit card, and then, it's like, that's super creepy, man. Like, very, very creepy. And then, of course, Jordan wearing the number 12. That was kind of... but I don't have this card in a very high grade, and this one's actually pretty nice. I went over it with a fine tooth, and I really don't know what good high grade cards of these are going for these days. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. For my Marvel guys that are out there, I got this really, really, really nice Black Panther. That I want to send off. The thing about it is that I have, like, obviously I have this big old box that I want to send off, but like I like oddball stuff like this. Like this one came in the perforated sheet. Penny Hardaway. So you guys know I'm a big Penny Hardaway fan. They went to more than one game, but yeah, they went on a spending spree. That sucks, man. That's just super creepy. But I like this card because it's perforated. So I don't know, how they grade perforated cards or whatever, but can you imagine if I was to send this off and get a decent grade on it, even though it's perforated? Kind of weird, but I like weird stuff like that. You guys have heard me talk. Oh man, I had one in here that I missed. Anyway, I sent off a handful of these. I thought I sent them all off, but I guess I didn't. I guess I left one. You guys have heard me talk about this card before. This is Patrick Mahomes, second year. This is absolute. The base absolute looks like this. So this is the base absolute. And the base absolute second year Mahomes is an amazing card on its own. I think it's such a good looking card because it's gold foil, which is typically reserved for like, inserts and things like that. But the base is foil. It's a gold foil card. The Chiefs colors are red, white, and gold. And I mean, just a big card. Chiefs. This is a second year card. I just thought this card was a good looking card. And then this is the parallel. So this is the shimmer, or they call it the spectrum. These cards, these here can still be had for about maybe like $5 or so. I was picking them up for like $1 or $2. They've gone up a little bit since then, but I was picking these up for like maybe $5, $10, and these are like $40-$50 now. And it's just that, again, if you can go back, I think it was a Baseball Card Investor, or the guy on YouTube. He documented this one guy who bought Trout, second year Trouts, refractors and all kinds of crazy stuff, and like the guy made like a ton of money buying second year cards on Trout while everybody was chasing his rookies. But even before that, I mean, I just saw this card and was like, that's just a good looking card, and it's his second year card, and it's a base, and then the parallels. So I sent off like 3 or 4 of these to SGC. I don't know why I didn't send that one, but I have a bunch of Jordan stuff in here that needs to go out. Again, I'm probably not gonna do any vintage this run. Some Penny Hardaway molten lava, or what's it called? Molten metal, not molten lava. Molten metal. There's a Luka. This one I cracked out of a PSA 7. That's going out. That's probably gonna go out. So Peter, this is gonna be our next sub, buddy. Oh no, Peter, we got you all squared away, man. I think everything you had sent me is off getting graded, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're all set, man. Let's see here. What do I have here? I think that's it. I think that's really all I wanted to go over, because I think. Oh, you know what? Here's another. Y'all check these out. These are pretty dope too. No, that was it right there. So Shawn Kemp, you guys know I'm a big Shawn Kemp fan, and if you're a Shawn Kemp fan, then you can't help but be a Gary Payton fan. I don't know why they colored my man so dark right here. Goodness. But, Gary Payton, can't go wrong with that. And these are actually pretty decent. They look nice. They're nice. They're decent. The little centering's off a little bit left to right. So, but this one right here just looks beautiful. This one centering left to right, it's off a little bit too, but I mean, just good looking cards. This is so 90s. These are so 90s, man. Like the entire Skybox line is so 90s. I love it. It's just, how can you not? Especially like the math textbook ones, This look like a 90s math textbook. So that kind of, those are kind of the thing there. What else do we got? First year. This is an electric quart that I pulled. My aunt failed Gary Payton in math at Oregon State. That's a monster card. Not monster, but you guys know what I mean. Such an iconic card, an iconic set. So 90s. So 90s. I mean, I love how 90s these are. Like, if you had to pick something to represent. Oh, yo, I forgot about these too. I forgot about these. Oh, KG's. Kevin Garnett's rookie cards. I forgot about those. All right. So I think I got it narrowed down. So here's what we're gonna do. we're going to go. I need y'all to help me on this. I need y'all to help me out. Those of y'all that are in the chat, I need y'all to help me out. We're going to do something here. Y'all are going to help me decide what's going to go off and get graded. Let's throw those back there. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So, if I had 5 slots, Bucks are in trouble? Bucks aren't in trouble. Bucks are down by 1. And why does this guy have a mullet? Tom Brady is down by 1. Bucks are not in trouble. Come on, Motley. If you've been watching football long enough, you know Tom Brady's never in trouble until the game is over. That's when Tom Brady's in trouble. Golf hitting MJ on the back. Oh, Alvin, that's such a nice card. I know exactly the one you're talking about. Because one of my favorite cards is also the Upper Deck die cut West version with Olajuwon on it. That's such a good card. Yeah. I mean, the Bucks are playing like shit. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the rain's messing with them. I don't know what the deal is, but come on, you don't count Brady out until the last second ticks off. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I got 13 cards here, and how can I do this? Because I want you guys to like. Let's do that. Let's get those out of the way. Look at that powerful Retro Hoops logo. I love it. All right. All right, let's do this. Okay, so these are all the cards that I have that I'm wanting to send to get graded. If y'all had to eliminate one card on here, which one would it be? I already know which one I'm going to eliminate right off the bat. But I'm curious. Actually, if you had to eliminate 3 cards off of here to not send off to get graded, what would they be? Zion, because he's hurt. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 Zions on here. Oh, Hoff, I like the way you're thinking, my man. Bron is out of there. Y'all know how I feel about LeBron James. All right, so that leaves us. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Anything Lachina. One of the Lucas. One of the Luca stickers. Is that what we're talking about, Motley? 2, 3, and 4. So 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I didn't think about the Zion being hurt piece. That's a good point. The Zion lottery, the tray at the bottom left, and the Zion on the bottom. The Zion lottery, the tray at the bottom left, and the Zion at the bottom. Keep one Luka for your next round of grading. Gotta do the Zion, red, white, and blue. Yeah, I agree, man. I think that's such an iconic card. That's kind of gotta go. Oh, Lachina James. I love it. I love it. Yeah, this one's a must. I guess I should say these two here, the Olajuwon and the Zion is a must. Yeah, I agree with you too. No need to send duplicates. I think one of these is a little bit better centered than the other. This one. Okay, cool. So I need to eliminate one more. A lot of people are saying the Zions, which I tend to agree with. So if I was to pull out any Zion that I don't think, because these two are actually really, really nice in terms of condition. So I think I think I like where y'all's heads are at. I really do. This even though I think this is gonna be the I think this is gonna be it right here. So we'll get rid of the Zion sticker. Um, I think I'll get rid of that Zion sticker for right now. I don't want to send that off to get graded, but Zion, Braun may sell well with their all-star starting 5 recruit team. Yeah, that's true. And then the other thing too, that card is the purple variation, so it's the kind of the hollow purple. So and he's in the gold uniform, Lakers uniform. So, T. I want to say yes that I am. I'm gonna send them off to get them graded if they grade well. Listen, man, anything's for sale, brother. You know how that goes. With the exception of this Olajuwon, I don't think that no matter what the grade is on that, I don't think that's going. I don't think that's going anywhere. I'm not gonna sell that no matter what. That's staying in the old PC. So I think this is it. I think this is gonna be the next sub. This is gonna be my next sub. The Zions, obviously, for sure, are gonna be a flip. The Trays I'm holding on to, and the Lukas I'm holding on to for the most part. These I'll probably sell. This one I'll probably hold on to for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is not numbered. I don't think. No, it's not. It's just base variation, or not base, but it's the lottery ticket. I don't know if these are short print. These may be short print. I don't know, but it's an insert, so I mean inherently they're short print. But yeah, actually none of these are numbered. Now that I'm thinking about it, but like this one is an insert. It's a variation. It's a pink variation. This one's obviously red, white, and blue variation. This one I think is the base. This one's the baby blue variation. This one's red, white, and blue variation. This is the silver, the laser. So they're all variations. I don't think any of them are base except for these two here. They're all some sort of variation. So, yeah, I think this is it. I think these are the ones that are going to go out. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the live stream. If you're hanging out and kicking it. Yeah, I think this is going to be the one. This is going to be the set. I'm always going to try to send off an Olajuwon of mine to get graded. I have a lot of vintage Olajuwon that I need to send off to get graded. But I like this. I think this is a good little set to send off. Potentially hit a pretty decent grade on a couple of these, sell them, pay for the majority of the other ones, hold on to a few of them, play with some house money, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, like, I think these 3 I pulled myself from status boxes that I bought a long time ago, back when you can get stuff. This one I bought really cheap, I think, like at the beginning of the craze. These were PSA 7s. This one was a PSA 7 that I cracked. I don't know. We'll see how they do. But all right. Yep. Thank you guys. Some solid advice there. I appreciate that. So I think this is going to be the sub. Those of you that are on the stream got a live sneak peek. At what we're going to sub. So that's pretty dope. I think that's what we're going to go for. These 10. Braun may not start out hot. He's going to let Westbrook do all the work at first. That sounds like a very LeBron James thing to do. That sounds like a very LeBron James thing to do. Oh, the Bucks scored a touchdown. Yeah, if they don't score here in this well, they might be close. Yeah, they're moving that ball. Those guys can move the ball. That's for damn sure. Oh, hit him with the okey doke. That's a touchdown. Oh, right before the goal line. This is actually a good game if you guys aren't watching. I don't think something's up with Brady. He's hurting. Brady's hurting. I like this Mac Jones kid. He's pretty. He's pretty impressive. You almost have to co-sign anybody that Bill Belichick co-signs. If Bill Belichick says he's good, who are we to argue with Bill Hoodie Belichick when it comes to who's a good quarterback? You know, like, who's gonna argue with him? Really? I mean, he's got some pretty solid picks under his belt in terms of quarterbacks. That's just the way I see it. Yeah, me too, Billy. It was a legit straight up crack, and so were the rookie cards, the rookie stickers. One was a PSA 7, the other one was a PSA 8 on that sticker. I may just throw both stickers in there just for the hell of it, but we'll see what's what. Yeah. So let me take some time right now while I got a handful of y'all in here. If y'all haven't hit the like button on the stream, please do so. We got about 50 of y'all in here hanging out, kicking it on a Sunday night, which I highly appreciate. So I'm going to take a moment here to do a little plug for Collect 3D Prints. If you guys haven't already checked out Collect 3D Prints, y'all know what it's all about. It's the cases that my brother makes. He started this company, and we are trying to push what's going on here. What am I doing here? Just doing a little plug in here for him. Let's see. I'm trying to get a good YouTube studio. Here we go. Yep. So if you guys haven't already, I mean, you can see behind me, right? Every card that I have up here is in a Collect 3D Prints case. They're amazing because what it does is it takes some of your favorite cards and gets them out of the thing, puts them up on the shelf where they belong. These cards were meant to be looked at. They were meant to be displayed, and you gotta get them out of those shoe boxes, man. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I love these things, right? Like these shoe boxes here, like these are great for like long-term storage, right? But if you have a card that you legitimately love looking at, get it out of that box, get it into a Collect 3D Prints case, and get it on the shelf. We got them for BGS, CSG, HGA, PSA, SGC, and then also mag holders, which is what my Hakeem Olajuwon Fast Break Auto is sitting in. It's sitting in a mag case holder because we also have horizontal orientation as well. Yeah, check them out, man. If you got a big bulk, you want to buy 10 of them, they'll give you a discount. If you want to buy 20 of them, you get an even better discount. Come in all kinds of different colors. I mean, pretty much color match to whatever you want to color match it to. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm going to give you guys a link to follow. And check them out. That's all. That's all the plugging I'm going to do. Because that's really all the plugging. Once you get them in your hand, they're pretty dope. I mean, they are really... like really well made. Like these things are like they are solid. And they got this dope little kickstand in the back. I mean, it's like, it's like a picture frame for your babies. Not every single card that we buy or that we grade or whatever is worthy of putting up on the shelf, right? But if you have that one card that it's your grail, you've been chasing it, and you have it, and you're so happy to have it, why would you want to stick it in a shoebox? Why would you want to stick it away in some dusty box down at the bottom of your dresser? Why? Get you a case, get it up on the shelf. That way, you can flex on somebody when they come in and they go, Yeah, son. That's right. That is a Michael Jordan 86 Fleer. And so what if it's a PSA 2? It's legit. You put it up on the shelf, man. You display it. Bucks scored. What's the score? Did they really? Oh, Mac Jones came to play. Mac Jones came to play. You guys want to know what I'm really afraid of? Honestly, what I'm legitimately afraid of is I am afraid of the prices next year on group breaks for the Houston Rockets. One of the things that I've enjoyed this year, and it wasn't even, not even up until recently, the price for Houston Rockets on Prism breaks when I was chasing my Akeem Olajuwon, it was like $10 to buy the Rockets in group breaks and pick your team PYT group breaks. It's like $10. I could buy the Rockets for like $10. It was nothing. Pennies. For $100, I can get into 10, sometimes even 15 breaks, and nobody wanted the Rockets, so they weren't taking them, and it was great. But recently, because of Kenyon Martin Jr. and because of Jayson Tate for 2019-2020 or 2020-2021, and then next year is not going to be any better. They already put out contenders draft picks or Chronicles draft picks for the NBA season, and I figured, man, I'll go in there and scoop up some cheap Jalen Greens and maybe some Şengüns or something. Nope. Those cards are already going top dollar. So if those cards are going top dollar, that means that the spots are going to be, the spots are just going to be through the roof. They're going to be astronomical. And I am not looking forward to that. Look at okay, granted, this is to 49. All right, so it's select and it's to 49. The guy wants $300. The kid hasn't even played a single game. Look at this, $78 for a Prism Hollow. There's just no way. There's just no way that I'm going to be able to PC this guy. Which sucks, man, because I'm a legit Rockets fan. This is just nuts. Look at this. Okay, this is to 10. All right, that's the 10. That makes, it kind of makes sense, but guys, are we really going to spend $400 on a card of a kid that has yet to play a single NBA game? Is that what we're doing out here right now? Base Optic, $79. He already sold one for $79. I don't know, man. This is a pretty dope card right here, I must admit. See, they know exactly what they're doing to me. They know what they're doing to me, Panini. Panini knows what it's doing to me. God dog it. I'm not going to go hard. I usually go hard on the draft pick stuff just because I like it and I think it's cheap and you can get, good players if you're PC type thing. Man. Şengün might be my only saving grace. Alperen Şengün in flight Prism rookie to 99. That's an interesting card right there. I'll throw a little bit on that. Anyway, is there anybody coming out of this draft that you guys are like really going for? Hobby Beast. So here's what I'm submitting. Oh, nope. Right here. Freshman Phenom, silver. Zion lottery ticket. Zion laser hoops premium rookie card. Trae Young Studio Pink rookie card. This is from Chronicles. Pink rookie. Base Luka Hoops. Rookie Prominence. Zion Red, White, Blue. Olajuwon Molten. I think this is Heavy Molten Fusion, right? Yep. Heavy Molten Fusion. This is the die cut. Olajuwon. Pretty dope card there. Baby Blue Variation Status rookie card, and then a Brazilian Luka Doncic rookie sticker. So those are the 10. Those are the 10. Somebody tagged me. Somebody tagged me. Somebody tagged me. Who tagged me? Who tagged me? Who tagged me? What do you think of the break idea? He said at Retro Hoops. What break idea that who said? COVID has been a major issue for shipping to Oz due to our lockdown, but most companies are still delivering. Sorry, just joined the live. What are you submitting? You still got the Texans? I always got the Texans, Daniel. Being a Texans fan is like so exhausting. It's like, it's true Texans fans can get in on Texans group breaks. Yeah, I'm sure they can. That's they usually lump like the shitty teams into like one, right? Because that way you can make like 30 or something like that, make like an even number. So they lump like the 3 shittiest teams together, and for the last 2 or 3 years that's been the Texans, unfortunately. We haven't seen this product here yet. I'm assuming you're talking about Chronicles draft pick. Parabellum, yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, you guys are dealing with a logistics nightmare. I would hate to be a supply chain professional in Australia right now. I recently switched from being in oil and gas into bio and like biochem, and that's been a pain in the ass in terms of Jalen Green is selling high because he's 25% Filipino, and the Filipinos are crazy about basketball. Yeah, that I can attest to. I have a lot of Filipino friends that I grew up with in high school. They were absolutely fanatics. They were huge Kobe Bryant fans. Humongous Kobe Bryant fans. Yeah, the Filipinos, man, they love them some basketball. They love them some Kobe, too. What do you think of the break idea? He said at Retro Hoops. Alvin Arabercha, we should do a subscribers break. Everyone chip in, get a couple of old 90s basketball boxes and random guys. Yo, card guy. So down for that. Actually, you know what? We are actually slowly and steadily coming up on 5,000 subscribers, which is like, it's still insane to me that there's 5,000 people out there that took the time to hit the subscribe button. But to celebrate that, I've been really thinking about what to do. And what I want to do is I want to do a live break with some boxes and do some breaks live. And then as I'm ripping the packs, give them away to somebody randomly picked in the chat. Now, the problem is that there's a lot of technical things that have to happen with that. I have to actually install a bot onto the live chat and then get all that working so that we can randomly pick somebody from the chat, because I really want to give them away to people on the chat. Now, I've already talked to my brother about this, and we're kind of already starting to think about the idea of how we're going to make this happen, but that's probably most likely what's going to happen. The week of that we hit 5,000 subscribers, that weekend, either that Saturday or that Sunday, I'll make an announcement. We'll do a live break that way. The other problem is that boxes are ridiculously expensive. And so there really isn't, just like I said, the channel's making a few bucks, but it's not really, I can't even buy like retail boxes. What I really ideally would have loved to have done is bought my favorite product, which is Hoops, and bought a 2018-2019 Hoops hobby box that we can break on the channel, but they're just so freaking expensive. And unfortunately, they just, the Google AdSense checks, they're not that hot. So, but I'm working on something like that. So that's the idea. That's what I want to do. because you guys have given me so much with support of support with this channel that to me that's what I want to do. We're gonna do that. So let me say this: we're gonna do that. The quality of the box is gonna vary greatly, depending on how things go. Part of what I'm doing right now is I'm on eBay, trying to sell a bunch of stuff, trying to liquidate some bulk that I have. I have a lot of bulk that I've accumulated, so I'm trying to liquidate some of that bulk and to try to fund some of the stuff that I want to do for the channel. So, depending on the financial situation at the moment, I may end up picking up just maybe like some of my favorites, which is like Skybox, like the first Skybox. Try to get maybe like a box of like Fleer or Fleer Ultra, just things like that, and then just like have a blast just ripping, and then like picking somebody random from the chat, and then just like boom boom, just doing it like that. But the other piece of that that's still to be determined is how I'm gonna randomly pick somebody from the chat. And I know there's bots out there and stuff that'll do it, but we'll see. We're definitely gonna work that out. I mean, we're not too far away from 5,000 subscribers. Let me see exactly where I'm at here. I'll tell you right now. So this is a good opportunity to say that if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, as it'll help us get closer and closer to the 5,000 so we can rip some boxes. And then the other thing too that I want to do as well, also, is on the Instagram, I'm close to 1,000 subscribers there, so I'll do a small rip and giveaway there as well. And I'll go live on the Instagram, and rip and ship stuff out to the people. So that's the plan. That's the plan, card guy. That's the plan. That's what I want to do. So I want to do that for you guys, and like I said, depending on what the almighty dollar looks like, right around the time that we hit the 5,000 subs, which according to the pace that I'm at should be like in another month or so. So we'll see. Do it 2015. I need some Jokic rookies. Yeah. See, that's the thing, man. I wanted to do, like, I love hoops. Y'all know NBA hoops is that's my stuff. Like, that's my favorite product ever. So I need to, I want to get some hoops, to some kind of hoops. Just like I said, because that's my favorite stuff. So, card guy, I have not gotten a PO box set up. Folks that are reaching out to me that want to send me stuff, I'm giving them my address, which is kind of sketch, but I've told y'all before, there's a reason why people don't want to come to my house and start trouble that I could show y'all, but they'd probably pull the live stream. Bucks at the 5, 3rd and goal. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Let's see. Let's see what happens here. This kind of give you an idea of how lagged I am, guys. I'm pretty lagged. All right, what are you going to do, Tommy? What are you going to do? They're going to run a fade. Fade to Gronk. Is Gronk even playing? Oh, look at Tommy move. Look at Tommy move. Oh, he had to throw that away. Man. Tom Brady just does not have, he has the mobility of, I mean, he's got the mobility of a 40-year-old man who's played football for a very long time. Yeah, my man Tom just does not have, I mean, he's got, he juked the hell out of that guy. Okay, Tom, I see you, baby. Yeah, he had to throw that one away, though. They just had him way too covered. Yeah, Gronk's not playing. Yeah, I just realized that Gronk wasn't even in the picture. This is going to be a good game, y'all. It's going to come down to the wire, I think. But the Pats are moving the ball really, really well. So that's interesting. Suck up doing his thing. Card Collection Connection says, I'm up to 50 subs. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Really, that's amazing. I remember when I had like I think I got to like 30 subscribers, and I told my brother, like, I don't know 30 people. Like, I couldn't give away money to 30 people. Like, I wouldn't even know 30 people to give money away to. I'll just show them a PS8 crack case and they'll keep them out. I mainly do football. I recently acquired 12 boxes of 89 Pro set Series 2 football, and it was lots of 10 boxes of 89 Fleer. Also in the lot was 10 boxes of 89 Fleer baseball and 6 boxes of 89 Donruss baseball, 4 boxes of Series 4, 7 boxes of... Man, that's a lot. And 3 boxes of 89-90 Hoops basketball. Eric, send me a message, bro. Let's work something out on those basketball boxes if you're down. I would love to do that. Billy is asking, any podcast hopes? I need a new podcast for work. I have a podcast actually, but it has nothing to do with basketball cards. Shoot me a DM, Billy. I'll plug you into the other. I haven't done so. The other podcast that I have, it's called the Daddy Shark podcast that I did that I was doing a long time ago. It's just basically like I got a bunch of friends who are dads, and I'm a dad. Like, I was a new dad at the same time too. I was going through a lot of stuff being a new dad, like the normal jitters of being a new dad. And I was talking to a lot of my friends who were also new dads, and we were like, hey man, this is like, there's a lot of stuff that and so naturally I was talking to other dads who have had kids and they have older kids now, and just trying to get some advice and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, you know what? This could be actually a pretty decent podcast. Because I got a lot of friends who have older kids, and I have friends who have younger kids and 9, 10, 15, teenagers in college, that kind of thing. And I also have a lot of friends who are older, who have older kids that are married and kids and all that stuff. So I did that podcast with a bunch of my friends. And I have a massive family, so I have a lot of cousins who are also first-time parents, and so I would bring them on the podcast. I think I have maybe like 10 or 12 episodes out there or something like that. And I had made a promise to do 100 episodes, and the pandemic hit, and then I just kind of lost steam on it. And then that's when I kind of right around the time when I started this channel, and then things just kind of kicked off on that. So check it out if you guys want to check it out. It's the Daddy Shark podcast, it's called. And those of you who are parents, you know where I got Daddy Shark from. So Eric, my sister's boyfriend sold them to me for almost nothing. Yo, Eric, I am definitely interested in the basketball stuff, bro. If you're down to if you have it and you're down to sell it, I would be absolutely in the market to buy that and hold on to it for our 5,000 sub break. Oh man, John, it's the worst. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, you guys are dads and stuff like that. It's those of you who are international, just keep in mind that it's it's a very American, not only American, but it's also a very Texas oriented. Obviously, I'm from Texas, podcast, so just keep that in mind as you listen. So 15, 13, and 11, all boys. Wow. Congratulations on keeping them alive for that long, bro. Boys? You kidding me? Whew. I think both of mine, one broke his arm like at 2 years old, and then the other one split his head like right down the middle. Like, he has the gnarliest of gnarliest scars on his forehead. Just split his stuff wide open. I mean, it was brutal. And then my third is my little girl. She's the youngest. So I got 2 boys and a girl. But anyway, y'all check it out, man. If y'all are interested in podcasts and stuff, if you guys are podcast listeners. The first couple of episodes were kind of rough on the audio side because I had no idea what I was doing from an audio standpoint. But I put it together, and there's a couple of my buddies in there. They're just super funny. I've had friends on there. I've had Pretty much everybody that I've had on that podcast, it's all people that I know. So I might pick that back up. That may be, I've had thoughts and ideas of turning that from a podcast to a YouTube channel, where I can jump on with my friends on Zoom and StreamYard or something like that and do that kind of stuff. So, all right, moving on. Back to, what happened here? Man, the Pats are moving that ball, man. The Pats are just moving on down. Oh, a little okey doke there, a little flea flicker, and it worked. Wow, the Pats are breaking out the schoolyard stuff. Book up. Oh, look at that. That was a nice little throw. Spurs saying, why does everybody think Fanatics is a bad thing? When Panini came in 2009, everyone was saying the same crap. There's a lot to that, Spurs. I think a lot of people really don't understand. In order to really understand what's going to happen with this Fanatics deal and with the Panini deal, or the card situation going forward, you really have to understand what Michael Rubin is all about. And if you want to know from a business standpoint what Michael Rubin is all about, you have to understand what he did with Fanatics. Okay, he acquired licensing deals with with the major sports organizations, and Mac almost made a bad mistake. He acquired the licensing for the sports organizations and went out and basically undercut all the manufacturers. And then brought on his own manufacturing and his own distribution, and then created a really good direct-to-consumer experience for people wanting to buy memorabilia, jerseys, and posters, and clocks, and shirts, and jackets, and this kind of shit right here. And this is Ben Tate. Huh? That's how long I've been a Texans fan, huh? Ben Tate. Remember that guy? Stuff like that. And so he undercut a lot of the manufacturing that was out there, that had these individual licenses. Like this company had the licenses for the helmets. That company had the licenses for the T-shirts. That company had the licenses for the hats. That company had the license there. And it was all over the place. And he came in and just consolidated everything. Okay. And what that did was that was great for the consumer because we know where we go. If you go to shopnba.com, that is a Fanatics outlet. You go to Shop NBA and it's still the Shop NBA site, but it's fulfilled through Amazon, through Fanatics. Okay. Did they score or was that a kick? No, they didn't score. They got 3 on the board though. So that's Michael Rubin's MO, right? That's what he's great at. He's great at licensing and manufacturing. That's what this guy does. And so if you believe that he's going to do the same thing, which we have no reason to believe that he's going to do anything different than what he's already proven to be a great business model for direct to consumers on anything sports related, he's doing the exact same thing again. Because the first step in the Michael Rubin School of Business is to acquire the licenses. Not only that, it's to acquire the licenses from the sports organizations as well as get the sign-on and the licenses of the likeness of the players from the respective players' associations of those sports associations. So he's got NBA, NBAPA. He's got NFL, NFLPA, MLB, MLBPA. He's got licenses set up with all those guys, okay? And so with those licenses, he essentially holds... He is the gate holder to anybody who wants to manufacture anything. And if you want to manufacture cards now, you have to go through Fanatics. You have to go through Michael Rubin. Okay? Now, what does this mean? This means that your LCS is probably going to get shut down. They say that that's not going to happen, but the fact of the matter is that is Michael Rubin's MO. That is his business. That is the way he operates. Okay, how many How many sports jersey places are you seeing out there? The only one that's out there is Lids. You know who owns Lids? Fanatics. There is no sports stores other than your local mom and pop shops that, we have an academy here in Houston, or the Dick's Sporting Goods. I mean, even those guys, you don't see NBA jerseys out there that much. You can't really buy a lot of licensed NBA stuff out there. The occasional t-shirt and stuff like that, but I don't see really, anything big, right? So the thing here, man, my timeline on Facebook is going nuts right now. My personal one, because I got a lot of Brady fans who used to be Pats fans who are now shitting their pants. They don't know what to do. But anyway, so I don't think that's going to change. I think a lot of people, the people who are saying that the Fanatics deal is going to eliminate the LCS, it's going to eliminate the distributors, it's going to eliminate the direct to, the Walmarts, the Targets, the all that stuff, all those, that's absolutely correct. That is his MO. That's what he does. Now, what that means for us as consumers is that we're going to have direct access to product. Now, everybody keeps talking about, the bots and the bots and the bots, and we're never going to get a chance, and the bots get them and the bots get them. And so bots are going to do what bots are going to do no matter what. There's always people that are going to figure out a way to circumvent the system. It is what it is, right? But there's also models out there. If you guys, any of you who are sneakerheads, y'all know what it is, right? We've been through this before, right? Because I'm a huge sneakerhead. I buy sneakers all the time. And what did Nike do to combat the bots? That was a throw. That was pass interference all day long. I don't care what anybody says. That was pass interference. Nope, that's pass interference. That's pass interference. I don't care what nobody says. Anyway, so that's kind of, come on, son. He was holding that arm down. Give me a break. Look at that. Look at Van Noyes. Look at that arm on the bicep. That's pass interference, son. All day long. All day long. Throw that flag, Mr. Referee, man. That's pass interference. Anyway, sorry. I'm watching the game and trying to do this at the same time. But there's ways that you can circumvent bots and scalpers and stuff like that. I'm not saying that we're going to have the greatest opportunity, but scalpers are still going to be around. They're still going to do what they're going to do. I don't think Panini does anything to try to circumvent bots on their website from picking up cards. I think they do, they do the Dutch auction thing. So that's kind of a way to do it. But, it is what it is. I think it's a good thing overall. And I think to throw out the idea of a better experience for us, the collector, just because there's the potential of bots out there, because that's everybody's thing, right? Oh, bots and bots and bots and bots. Oh, and the LCS is going to die. Yeah, well, sorry, Toys R Us died. Why did they die? Because Amazon took over. It's just one of those things. There's no more Radio Shacks around. Best Buy is hanging on by a string. It's what's going on. There's just no way around it. So anyway, Joseph, I'm with you, bro. That was, I think, midway through the third quarter when I was like, I just threw my hands up. I was like, okay, 40-0. Is this how we're gonna go out? All right. I got better things to do with my time, So yeah, I'm with you on that one, bro. And everybody's talking about, the LCSs. Go to the LCS right now. Go and find me an LCS that's selling anywhere close to SRP, MSRP. Everybody's gouging right now. Everybody's price gouging right now. So don't, go cry me a river for those guys, because those guys they're screwing everybody the exact same way. And maybe they're doing it because that's a nice throw. That's a nice catch by Evans. Maybe they're doing it because that's what they got to do, because, the distributors are jacked up the price. And, listen, everybody's price gouging everybody right now. And, the fact of the matter is that with this Fanatics deal, instead of having 6 people price gouge us and then us get the big bill at the end, we're just going to have one guy price gouging us. And hopefully the bill will be a little bit less. Somebody tried to tell me on one of the videos that they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna pay $80 for a blaster box, or you're gonna pay $50 for a blaster box. Okay, you're paying $100 for one right now. You know? Oh, good luck with $60 mega boxes. Okay, they're $120 right now. So yeah, I'll pay the $60. You know? That's how I feel about it. What do you guys think? I've been talking a lot. A lot of war on LCS talks, but we can buy cards through Fanatics. Fanatics normally means high prices. True. What's going to happen with Mike Trout's exclusive contract with Topps? That's actually really interesting, because if Mike Trout has signed an exclusive deal with Topps and Topps goes out of business, and I wonder how that works, because I would imagine that Mike Trout also has a contract with MLB Players Association and with the MLB. Tom Brady is just vintage Tom Brady right now. Let's go. This is getting good. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. That's interesting. Have you ever tried to get shoes from the sneaker app? All the time, brother. I'm on there every Friday, every Saturday trying to get shoes, and I usually take L's on the regular. That's just how it happens. If it's not bots, it's scalpers. Retail at Walmart and Target. I stopped buying that 3 years ago. None to be had. I agree. I think the last time I picked up retail, we're talking 2019, 2020 NBA Hoops Christmas edition. I think that's the last time I was able to buy anything. My LCSs are price gouging. Retail blaster boxes for 4X. Yes, exactly. Walmart price gouging now with Walmart label over the barcode. I have not seen that. That's crazy. So Fanatics could have a consumer store like Lids to sell their product. Toys are back. Toys R Us is back in Macy's. Ha! Really? I didn't know that. 80% of LCSs are crap anyways. My concern is Fanatics makes all the money and sucks the fun out. You want to elaborate on that a little bit, Paul? What do you mean by sucks the fun out? So what would be the fun for you in the hobby? Because that's a good point. I mean, it's an interesting point to bring up, because for me, the fun is buying product, ripping it, and hitting really dope cards of your favorite players. That's the fun for me. So as that being, he lost that ball. So that's the fun for me, and I don't see where Fanatics would suck the fun out of that for me. LCSs need to provide value, not strictly from the cards, in the form of the cards themselves. I agree. KK, I agree. That's one thing when I ran the idea by my brother of opening up an LCS here in Houston. He said, oh, it's all online, man. And he's right. It's all online. But one of my counterpoints to that is that I would like for an LCS to provide an experience, right? Much is being talked about right now that kids are not into the hobby as much as they need to be in order for the hobby to perpetuate, in order for things to keep going. Children aren't finding the magic in sports cards like we did, right? So and a lot of it's because it's so overpriced because of price gougers and all that stuff. It's insane. So, there's things like that that's going on, but ultimately, I agree with you. I think LCSs should provide something other than the cards themselves, which would be an experience. And I think when you can't do that, then for people it becomes a transaction. And when you make it just a transaction, then they're going to go to where they can get it cheaper, or they're going to go to where they can get it quicker. And that's always going to be online, no matter what. So, yeah. Y'all seen the Walmart barcode? You can pull it off, and the blaster will scan $19.99. If you don't provide value, people won't shop there, and they'll do it online. Absolutely, KK. That's exactly what I was just saying. Hopefully they make it more affordable for the kids to get into. Barton, I totally agree. That's going to be paramount for the hobby in order for it to continue. Canada is already paying $50 for blaster boxes MSRP at Walmart. My LCS is barely making any money. Being a former card shop owner, I see the prices they pay, and they're marking it up $15 to $25 a box. Man, that sucks. Feed the Gods. What's up, man? Feed the Gods. That's an interesting name there. And they're constantly getting bullied by the distributors. It's sickening. I've actually heard, Eric, that some of the distributors are like, hey, if you want a case of this Prism basketball, then I need you to also buy this case of My Little Pony that's been sitting on the shelf for 15 years. You need to buy this. Like, help us out, right? I think that's kind of what's been going on. I've heard instances of that where like you have to buy like some like off the shelf hockey shit in order for them to consider you in the good graces of the distributor to be able to give you an allocation of new product, which is pretty shitty. And boxes at LCS's, non-sports cards and boxes at LCS's. Yeah, that seems to be the only thing selling for decent deals these days. Fanatics sucking the fun out by doing crap like Exquisite for $2,000 a pack. Okay, yeah, that'll suck the fun out for sure. But I mean, the thing is that the fun. Well, I mean, yeah, that would suck. $2,000 a pack. If you're a collector, most things won't change. If you're a flipper or a dealer, things will change. I agree, Peter. I agree. Fanatics, where even a T-shirt costs $40, they can't see them making the hobby affordable for kids. John, they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. The longevity of the hobby depends on the children getting into it. Otherwise, you know, it's the reason why the tobacco industry started pushing Juuls onto the kids and vaping. You know, the kids, they got to get the kids in. The fun for me opening a prize with my kids and watching them get salty when one another pulls the other's favorite player or big pools. That's hilarious. My kids are still a little too young for that, but once they're both into like sports and stuff, that's gonna be fun. So Paul says, suck the fun out. AK, if blaster hobby services get too expensive where 95% are misses financially, that can discourage people from quick. I can't give you a search law value for $1. I agree, Paul. So yeah, I mean the pricing piece of it is obviously a big proponent there, but kids just want to open up their Charizards. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, yeah, I think that's kind of where it's at. Card Guy 72 says it's bad when the kids open the packs and they don't really look at the cards, but go, how much is this hit worth? Yeah, so that's a good point, Card Guy, because I think what happens there is that they're chasing what they think to be the money, the flip, right? As opposed to getting your kid to fall in love with the sport first, right? And then introducing them to the hobby of sports later, or sport card collecting later, right? Where they can chase, you know, who they like. I remember I was a big Robert Horry fan as a kid because I actually got to meet Robert Horry at my school. And so for me, whenever I pulled a Robert Horry card, it was just like, I know this guy. You know, I was like, I've met him before, and here he is on a basketball card, which is why to this day I still have an affinity for Big Shot Bob. You have to buy X amount of product from the previous year, and if you do, not meant to the, if you don't meet the required quota, you get squat. I was direct with Topps, Upper Deck, Fleer, Score, Donruss, Playoff, Decipher, and Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, man, it's that sucks. That's how they bully you. That is how they bully you. But we chase the high-end cards too. Remember opening a pack and digging out the Beckett's. That's true. That's true. There's still some semblance of that. In 1998, I had to buy 20 cases of regular Topps to be allocated 6 boxes of Finest. That's a shitty ratio, man. So I'm assuming you would sell those 20 boxes that you got out of those cases for little to no margin to make up the margin on the finest, I guess. That would suck. But I don't remember ever wondering how much a card was worth when I was a kid. I did some of that, Card Guy, where, I remember I had that Michael Jordan Skylights out of the upper deck, and knowing exactly what it was worth. And then every month when the Beckett price guide came out, looking up that card. Do the Pats have what it takes? Does Mr. Jones have what it takes to do a 2-minute drive? They're on the 50. And if I had to put my money on it, I would bet that the moment is too big for the kid right now. I think the kid doesn't have it in him. This is going to get interesting. What do you guys think? Y'all think Mac Jones? See, those are mistakes that happen. So what's SGC real turnaround these days? I know they overestimate. So I think it's between 20 and 25 business days, KK, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around there. Pats make a field goal to win. They're on the 50, man, and they're 2nd and 6. They just made a bonehead play. Oh, there's a first down. This can get interesting. Also, keep in mind, guys, it's pouring down cats and dogs over there right now, so field goals would be tough. That was a false start. Oh, they let them get away with that one. That was a false start. I don't think Mac has it, man. I don't think he's got it in him. 50-year-old me tried rookie prospecting, bought a stack of 20 Vince Coleman rookies for $1 a piece after his first 2 seasons of 100 plus SBs. Distributors don't even take numbers from customers anymore. They just divvy out based on the previous cash spent with them. Yeah, that sucks, man. I mean, that whole distributor thing, those guys are holding, they'll make you take product that it's dog shit product and, say, hey, man, if you don't take this crappy product that we have, we're not going to give you any of the good product, and you're going to be stuck. How come I hear people saying that PSA is messing up by not having subgrades, but don't say the same about SGC? Do you think they will eventually offer subgrades? Adam, that's one thing that I've said about SGC in several of my videos, is that the one thing that I wish they would do better is have subgrades. That's out of bounds. No way. That is out of bounds. Nope. That's out of bounds, sir. He needs to throw the flag on that one. He didn't make the catch. That's out of bounds. So yeah, Adam, that's one of the things that I've said before is they're not going to challenge that. They are not going to challenge that? No way. Oh, that was a good bat pass. So, it's one of those things where I wish they would do subgrades. Subgrades, I think, make so much sense for companies to do because it's a little bit of how they can, give some transparency to where the grade is coming from. So, I've seen them do it. I've seen, arguments for both, but never an argument against subgrades. Oh, they're actually going to try to kick this. It's a 56-yard field goal attempt into the rain. I don't think he's got it. Oh, does he got the foot for it? Oh, no way. Hit the uprights. No good. I told y'all the kid didn't have it. The kid did not have it. The kid did not have it. Doink, right off the uprights. That's a tough kick to hit. That's a tough kick to hit. In the rain, under pressure, game on the line. That was, let's go. Look, Brady's hype. Oh, Bruce Arian. So excited. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, Alvin. Thanks a lot, man. Have a good night, brother. Jeff Card says, Retro, I've been listening to all this talk about Fanatics, and what nobody's saying is we're going to have pre-Fanatics cards and values will rise tremendously. Look for dealers, investors, start buying wax. That's pretty good. That's a good take, Jeff. I would not disagree with that. I would not disagree with that. Everybody say you can't blame that on Mac Jones. Of course you blame that on Mac Jones. You absolutely blame that on Mac Jones. That's what you sign up for when you're the quarterback. All the blame. If SGC hasn't done subgrades for 20 plus years, they aren't going to start now. I agree, John. I don't think they're going to ever do it. I wish they would. I wish they would. I did a lot of prospecting back in the day, made money on most guys. I was to get rid of everyone before they started going down. Only sold a few that ended up going higher. The Media Marauder. Man, I like prospecting, man. I do. It's fun, but I don't know, man. There's so much stress in that, and it takes the fun out of things. Because like I told you guys, I may have said it in one of the videos, or I may have said it in one of the videos that's coming up, is that one of the things that I was doing was I was passing up on cards that I really liked because they essentially had no inherent value or no prospect of the price of those cards going any higher. All right, is Tom Brady and Hoodie going to hug? Are they going to hug it out? Are they going to hug it out? Is Brady and they're not going to hug it out. Look at Brady. He's over there catching up with his homeboys, man. Man. Oh, there you go. They're hugging it out, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I love to see it. That was good. They're going to hug it out. They're going to hug it out. That was good. Mac played better than Brady tonight. I agree with that statement. I do. I agree with that statement. That's a fair statement. That's good stuff, man. That was good. It was good to see them hug it out. It was good to see them hug it out. I was happy about that. That made my heart happy. Any Shuey fans in here? Final season game with 46th homer and 100 RBIs. Shohei Ohtani, I'm assuming that's who we're talking about here. I don't follow baseball at all. I wish I knew more about baseball. I just don't. I do not. In 1999, my shop was on life support. If it weren't for Beanie Babies and Pokemon, I wouldn't fold it. Beanie Babies, really? That's interesting. 1989 was such a great year for me. I had a friend whose family was from Chicago, so every time we opened 89 Upper Deck, he pulled a Griffey, and I got a Walton, and he would straight up trade. More of a slight recognition than hugging it out. Hey, it was it was a side hug, Alan. It was like one of those it was one of those side hugs, man. Give him some credit, Adam. Come on. When does he ever go hug players? He never does that. He always just goes and acknowledges the coach. Hey, good game, and then moves and keeps it moving. Especially during a loss, that's always a tough one to swallow, right? Yeah. I think I'm gonna get to a point to where we start closing this thing down. I usually like to try to hit around the 2-hour mark, 10-minute remaining hour, mark or whatever. Thank you guys so much for joining me again tonight. and hanging out for a couple hours while I watched this game. You guys actually helped me a lot tonight because we nailed down my next sub for SGC, which we'll go over in a video sometime this month at some point. I don't know when, but we'll go over it at some point. And what else? What else? I think that's it. Check out Collect 3D Prints if you can. Thank you guys so much for all of the support for Collect 3D Prints. There's a link in the chat right now. There'll also be a link in the description of the live stream. If you're interested in picking up some cases, just hit the website, check it out, and pick up some of those cases. They're pretty dope. And what else? I think that's it. Thank you guys again. A lot of good comments, a lot of good conversation. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Last few bits of who's in the chat. James Schultz. Are we now in a junk foil era? I just got back into collecting after 20 years, and I'm scared again. James, I don't think we're ever going to be in a junk wax era, much like we were in the late 80s, early 90s. That was insane, the amount of printing that they did from back then. Let's see here. Media Marauder, Retro Hoops. I watch your videos all the time, but only subbed tonight. Not sure why I wasn't subbed. I don't know either, man. But either way it goes, I'm happy you subbed tonight. So thank you for joining us, man. You definitely brought a little bit to the chat there. I appreciate that. Let's see what else. All right, I think that's it. Thank you guys, everybody, so much. I appreciate y'all so much. As always, we're close to 5,000, and we're gonna do that giveaway, where we'll do a live giveaway, and we'll go from there. But thank you guys so much. Y'all know I love y'all. I really do. It's always fun hanging out, kicking it, and talking shit. And watching Mac Jones totally collapse in the fourth quarter. No, he didn't totally collapse, but it was an ex-wife hug. It was a let's keep it civil for the kids hug is what it was, Billy. Thank you guys again for another great live stream. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Probably be next Saturday or next Sunday. We'll see what's up. I'm going to look at my schedule and try to get it in the books so you guys know ahead of time.